Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. A lie gets halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on. History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Nothing in life is so exhilarating as to be shot at without result. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Personally, I'm always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught. A fanatic is one who can't change his mind and won't change the subject. The greatest lesson in life is to know that even fools are right sometimes. Tact is the ability to tell someone to go to hell in such a way that they look forward to the trip. The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. An appeaser is one who feeds a crocodile, hoping it will eat him last. We are all worms, but I do believe that I am a glowworm. We are masters of the unsaid words, but slaves of those we let slip out. We sleep safely at night because rough men stand ready to visit violence on those who would harm us. The farther backward you can look, the farther forward you are likely to see. You ask, what is our aim? I can answer in one word. It is victory, victory at all costs, victory in spite of all terror, victory, however long and hard the road may be, for without victory, there is no survival. Men occasionally stumble over the truth, but most of them pick themselves up and hurry off as if nothing ever happened. You have enemies? Good. That means you stood up for something, sometime in your life. A pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. If you are going through hell, keep going. Never, never, never give in. It is not enough that we do our best. Sometimes we must do what is required. Kites rise highest against the wind, not with it. Never, 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 never in nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in, except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy. For myself, I am an optimist. It does not seem to be much use to be anything else. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears and sweat. You will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. When you get a thing the way you want it, leave it alone. Every day you may make progress. Every step may be fruitful. Yet there will stretch out before you an ever-lengthening, ever-ascending, ever-improving path. You know you will never get to the end of the journey. But this, so far from discouraging, only adds to the joy and glory of the climb. My tastes are simple. I am easily satisfied with the best. Writing a book is an adventure. To begin with, it is a toy and an amusement. Then it becomes a mistress, then it becomes a master, then it becomes a tyrant. The last phase is that just as you are about to be reconciled to your servitude, you kill the monster and fling him to the public. To improve is to change, to be perfect is to change often. All the great things are simple, and many can be expressed in a single word: freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, hope. Before you can inspire with emotion, you must be swamped with it yourself. Before you can move their tears, your own must flow. To convince them, you must yourself believe. If you have an important point to make, don't try to be subtle or clever. Use a pile driver. Hit the point once. Then come back and hit it again. Then hit it a third time, a tremendous whack. It is a good thing for an uneducated man to read books of quotations. However beautiful the strategy, you should occasionally look at the results. There is no time for ease and comfort. It is the time to dare and endure. You create your own universe as you go along. This paper, by its very length, defends itself from ever being read. You will make all kinds of mistakes, but as long as you are generous and true and also fierce, you cannot hurt the world or even seriously distress her. She was meant to be wooed and won by youth. Broadly speaking, the short words are the best, and the old words best of all. To build may have to be the slow and laborious task of years. To destroy can be the thoughtless act of a single day. This is not the end, this is not even the beginning of the end, this is just perhaps the end of the beginning. We shall not fail or falter. We shall not weaken or tire. Neither the sudden shock of battle nor the long-drawn trials of vigilance and exertion will wear us down. Give us the tools and we will finish the job. It is a mistake to try to look too far ahead. The chain of destiny can only be grasped one link at a time. Without a measureless and perpetual uncertainty, the drama of human life would be destroyed. If one has to submit, it is wasteful not to do so with the best grace possible. We shape our dwellings, and afterwards our dwellings shape us. The most important thing about education is appetite. Perhaps it is better to be irresponsible and right than to be responsible and wrong. There are a terrible lot of lies going around the world, and the worst of it is half of them are true. Eating words has never given me indigestion. No hour of life is wasted that is spent in the saddle. There is only one duty, only one safe course, and that is to try to be right and not to fear to do or say what you believe to be right. It is wonderful what great strides can be made when there is a resolute purpose behind them. All the greatest things are simple, and many can be expressed in a single word: freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, hope. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. It's also what it takes to sit down and listen. When the eagles are silent, the parrots begin to jabber. It is no use saying we are doing our best. You have got to succeed in doing what is necessary. If we open a quarrel between past and present, we shall find that we have lost the future. We have not journeyed all this way because we are made of sugar candy. It's not enough to have lived. We should be determined to live for something. Do not let spacious plans for a new world divert your energies from saving what is left of the old. Do not trust any statistics you did not fake yourself. If you find a job you love, you'll never work again. One man with conviction will overwhelm 100 who have only opinions. If you want to discover new oceans, you must first have the courage to leave shore. Never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. Courage is the ability to go from failure to failure with enthusiasm. Great success always comes at the risk of enormous failure. Sometimes our best is simply not enough. We have to do what is required. If two people agree on everything, one of them is unnecessary. Success is the ability to continue to move through total disaster. The price of greatness is responsibility. Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. A small lie needs a bodyguard of bigger lies to protect it. Good and great are seldom in the same man. Life is fraught with opportunities to keep your mouth shut. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. The way to achieve happiness is to try for perfection that is impossible to achieve and spend the rest of your life trying to achieve it. Without courage, all other virtues lose their meaning. There is only one thing worse than fighting with allies, and that is fighting without them. Let our advanced worrying become advanced thinking and planning.